You scroll through Instagram. Selfies everywhere. Beach photos. Gym photos. Mirror pics. But your profile? Barely anything. Maybe a sunset. A coffee cup. Never your face. And people always ask, why don't you post? Here's what psychology actually says about you. In a world where posting is the norm, not posting makes you the outlier. And here's the thing, people judge you for it. Are they insecure? Antisocial? Stuck up? But the psychology behind not posting? It's way more complex than people think. And honestly, it reveals something fascinating about your personality type. Spoiler alert, it's probably not what you think. Because there are actually 5 psychological profiles of people who don't post their photos. And each one is completely different. First, you're the secure minimalist. This isn't about fear or insecurity. It's about genuine confidence. You don't need external validation because your self-worth doesn't come from likes and comments. It comes from real-life experiences, relationships, and internal values. Psychologists call this intrinsic self-esteem. Your value comes from within, not from how others perceive you. Here's the key difference. You're not avoiding posting because you're scared. You just don't think about it. The urge never appears. You're living life instead of documenting it. And that's not avoidance, that's presence. If posting feels like a chore to you, you're probably this type. And that's actually a green flag. Because the second type? Complete opposite energy. Second, you're the perfectionist paralyzed. You want to post. You take the photo. You edit it. You write the caption. Then, you delete it. Why? Because it's never good enough. The lighting's off. Your smile looks forced. The caption sounds tryhard. Someone might judge you. Someone might not care. This is called analysis paralysis, overthinking to the point of inaction. Here's what's really happening. You're not scared of posting. You're scared of being perceived imperfectly. And social media amplified this fear because every photo feels permanent. Every post feels like a performance review. Your brain sees social media as a high-stakes environment. So it freezes. It's like wanting to dive into a pool but spending 20 minutes testing the water temperature, checking if anyone's watching, and wondering if your dive will be graceful enough. Spoiler, you never dive. Some psychologists argue this isn't perfectionism, it's fear of vulnerability disguised as high standards. Because posting a photo means being seen. And being seen means being judged. And for you, that risk doesn't feel worth the reward. Because the third type isn't scared or insecure. They're playing a completely different game. Third, you're the strategic observer. You're not avoiding social media. You're studying it. You watch stories. You analyze posts. You notice patterns. What gets likes? What gets ignored? What feels authentic versus performative? But you don't participate. Why? Because you understand something most people don't. Information asymmetry is power. When you post, you reveal information about yourself. Your location. Your lifestyle. Your interests. Your vulnerabilities. When you don't post, you stay unknown. Mysterious. In control. Psychologically, this is called strategic ambiguity, intentionally keeping parts of yourself hidden to maintain leverage in social dynamics. Think about it. Who has more social power? The person whose entire life is on Instagram? Or the person you know nothing about? Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates interest. You're not insecure. You're intelligent. You've realized that in the attention economy, the person who reveals the least often gains the most. You're basically the spy of social media. Watching everything. Saying nothing. Taking notes. Some people call this manipulative. But really? You just understand the game better than most people playing it. Because type 4? This one hits different. Fourth, you're the wounded private. You used to post. Maybe a lot. Then something happened. Maybe someone screenshot your photo and mocked it. Maybe an ex weaponized your post in an argument. Maybe you posted something vulnerable and got silence instead of support. And your brain learned a lesson: sharing yourself is dangerous. This is trauma-based privacy. Not a choice, a defense mechanism. Psychologists call this social pain, and your brain processes it the same way it processes physical pain. So now, not posting isn't about confidence or strategy. It's about protection. You're not hiding because you're insecure. You're hiding because you got hurt. And posting feels like handing people ammunition they might use against you. Here's the hard part. This type of privacy doesn't heal the wound. It just prevents new ones. You're safe, but you're also isolated. It's like never leaving your house because you got rained on once. Effective? Sure. Sustainable? Not really. But here's what nobody tells you: your caution is valid. Your fear is real. And protecting yourself isn't weakness, it's survival. The question is, are you still surviving something that ended years ago? Because this last type? People think they're antisocial. But the truth is way different. Fifth, you're the authentic offline liver. You don't post photos because you're too busy living to document it. This isn't about rejecting social media or proving a point. It's about being so present in your actual life that creating content for an online audience feels like an interruption. This is called flow state immersion, when you're so engaged in an experience that everything else, including the urge to post, disappears. Think about it. Have you ever been at a concert, so lost in the music that you forgot to record it? That's you. But with your entire life. You're not missing out on social media. Social media is missing out on you. Here's what people don't get: you're not antisocial. You're pro-reality. You've realized that chasing moments worth posting makes you miss moments worth experiencing. And honestly, in a world where everyone's performing, being genuine is the most radical act. You're basically a social media unicorn. Rare. Mystical. Slightly confusing to people who've never seen one. So here's the reality. Not posting doesn't mean one thing. It means 5 different things depending on who you are. The Secure Minimalist. The Perfectionist Paralyzed. The Strategic Observer. The Wounded Private. The Authentic Offline Liver. Same action. Completely different psychology. And here's what nobody talks about: all 5 are valid. Because here's the deeper truth. Whether you post or not says less about you, and more about your relationship with validation. Do you need it externally? You post. Do you generate it internally? You don't. Neither is better. They're just different operating systems. But here's the uncomfortable part. Most people who don't post aren't doing it from pure confidence. They're doing it from a mix of fear, trauma, strategy, and self-protection. And that's okay. Because not posting doesn't make you evolved. It makes you human. The question isn't, should I post? The question is, why don't I? And if the answer involves fear, shame, or old wounds, that's the real work.
So, here's what I want you to understand. Your social media behavior, posting or not posting, is a mirror, not of your worth, but of your psychology. The secure person doesn't think about posting. The wounded person can't stop thinking about it. The strategic person weaponizes not posting. The perfectionist tortures themselves over it. And the authentic person? They're too busy living to care. So, which one are you? Not which one do you want to be. Which one are you, right now, in this moment? Because once you know the why, the behavior doesn't matter anymore. You're not broken for not posting. You're not shallow for posting. You're just a person navigating a digital world that wasn't designed for human psychology. And that takes awareness. So, real talk. Which of these 5 types are you? Drop a number in the comments, 1 through 5. And if you're a mix, tell me which combination. Because I guarantee someone in the comments is going to describe your exact psychology better than I just did. Oh, and next video? We're covering the opposite. The psychology of people who post every single day. That one's intense. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. And remember, your social media habits don't define you. They just reveal you. See you in the next one.